Yo, what's going on, guys? So today's video is going to be a little bit of a weird kind of like thing. I have a weird concept for a video. I don't know exactly how it's going to work out, but basically I'm going to watch the Shang-Chi movie today. Give me a second. I'm going to prop my camera up. Oh, was that smooth? If my wheels on my chair worked a little bit better, that would have been a lot smoother. But anyways, I'm going to see the Shang-Chi movie today. I'm not going to give any spoilers in the first half of the video. The second half of the video, there will probably be spoilers. So I'm going to give you guys a spoiler warning when I get there. But basically, before I go, I'm going to place some weird theories and stuff that I want to happen in the movie. Things that I don't think will happen in the movie, but stuff that I think would be interesting if it does happen in the movie. And I'm basically going to just say that. That's where I'm going to leave that for the time being. Anyway, so let's get right into the video. So the first theory, every time I go to a movie where it's like a superhero movie or a horror movie, any kind of thing like this, where I know that at some point a character might die, I like to place bets on who the first character to die is. In this movie, I don't think it's going to be any of the title characters because it's an origin story. They're not going to kill off one of the main characters originally. So I have two guesses for who I think the first person to die is. For one, Shang-Chi's mother isn't in the movie. Like, as far as I know, there's not a lady that's Shang-Chi's mother in the movie. So my guess is going to be he watches his mother die at some point. Obviously not like he watches her mother die, but like I have a feeling Shang-Chi's mother dies if she has anything to do with the movie or story at all. I'm assuming that she's going to be dead. That's one guess. My other theory is Trevor, the actor who is pretending to be the Mandarin in the Iron Man 3 movie. He is confirmed to be in the movie. I'm assuming he's going to be in it for like a minute and he's going to die immediately. But yeah, so that's my guesses for who's going to be the first character to die. I don't know if Shang-Chi's mother exists. If she's alive and she is in the movie and she's still alive, I'm going to be amazed. But yeah, so those are my guesses for who's going to be the first to die. Now I'm going on to a rogue theory. I had this theory and I wanted to talk to somebody about it. I don't think anybody else on YouTube has had this theory because I'll be honest, I haven't seen a bunch of videos about Shang-Chi theories. And I really like this idea. The only reason why I don't think this is going to be a thing that exists in the MCU is because they really want him to be his own thing. This is his origin story. They don't want to necessarily connect him to every MCU franchise. But Wong is in the movie. It's confirmed that Wong is in the movie. He's probably going to interact with Shang-Chi at least a little bit at some point or another. And there's a bunch of sorcerers in Shang-Chi. And my thought process was, at the end of Endgame, when they have that giant fight scene and there's a bunch of portals opening up and there's a bunch of people, what if Shang-Chi was actually there fighting along with against Thanos' army? I know that that's like a really rogue theory that's really out there. The odds of that being true and happening is very, very low, but I could imagine how cool of a scene that would be. I feel like that would have to be like an end credit scene or something because they don't want to take away from his own story, but it'd be so cool if like when they opened up the portals, he's one of the sorcerers that's there. They just didn't focus on him because he wasn't one of the main Avengers yet, you know what I mean? I don't think it's going to happen. I feel like that would be a really like dumb thing, and I don't think Marvel would want to do that route because they want him to have a fresh introduction with the characters, and they don't want to be like, oh, yeah, I actually fought with you guys against Thanos. So I don't think that's going to happen. That was just kind of a rogue theory that I'm like, why has nobody mentioned this at all? I feel like somebody should mention this. The last theory that I have, I know I don't have a lot of theories. I don't know a lot about Shang-Chi, and I wanted to do more research before this video, but the day came. I'm going to go watch it today. I don't have time to do a bunch of research, but my theory, the last theory I have for Shang-Chi, I think that in this movie we're going to see Abomination being talked to by the girl who talked to John, Wyatt Russell's character. I forgot his name. The new Captain America U.S. agent, John Walker. That's his name. Yeah, there. The person who talked to that person and the person who talked to Yelena, is that how you pronounce her name? I don't remember. The girl from Black Widow. That person is going to show up and she's going to talk to Abomination, get him to join the Thunderbolts. That's just a rogue theory. That's, in my opinion, if it is to happen, it would be an end credit scene because it does not affect the story of Shang-Chi at all, and they really want this to be Shang-Chi's movie and not just an overall Marvel movie. So I don't think that would happen, but if it is, that's my theory for an end credit scene. And anyways, that's it for this section of the video. The next section is going to be after I watch the movie. I'm going to be saying if any of my theories came true, and I'm just going to talk about the movie. I'll probably do a separate video for the movie review, but that's it for this. I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Okay, so it's been about 12 hours. I went and saw the movie around 3 o'clock. It is now currently like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was super, super pumped to talk about this movie. I'm going to go ahead and say now there's going to be a spoiler warning. Even if I try to censor it and I try to not talk about the movie at all, I will end up accidentally slipping up and saying something because I'm really, really excited about the movie. I thought it was really, really good, and it's hard for me to talk about something that I really enjoyed without accidentally oversharing. So I'm going to go ahead and say it now. If you haven't seen Shang-Chi and you're still watching this video, fair warning, you might have something spoiled to you. You've been warned. So this video, the rest of this video is just going to be me talking about the theories that I had and seeing how close I was. Because honestly, some of my theories were really far-fetched. I'm going to be honest. I knew very little about Shang-Chi, and I was very wrong about something. So since I gave you the spoiler warning, I'm going to go ahead and say something. Shang-Chi is trained with the 10 rings. The 10 rings are just assassins who are really good at martial arts. They do nothing with sorcery. I don't know why I thought Shang-Chi was a sorcerer. I watched the trailers, and the group of people who do, like, magical stuff is not the group that Shang-Chi was, like, trained in. So, yes, in the end of the movie, he's doing, like, magical stuff because he has the 10 rings now. He's not a wizard. He's not Doctor Strange. It's kind of like how Doctor Strange has his cloak, and that's a weapon that he uses to do sorcery stuff. The 10 rings are a weapon that you can use to do sorcery stuff, but the person himself isn't necessarily a sorcerer. You know what I mean? If that makes sense? I don't know. Anyways, so first theory, my thing about who was going to be the first person to die, Trevor Slattery was in the movie. He did not die immediately. I thought that he was going to be in the movie for like 30 seconds. I watched a 7-minute interview with the actor the other day, and I was like, thought it was really funny because it's like a 7-minute long interview about him talking about Shang-Chi, and I was like, this interview is going to be longer than he's going to be in the movie because they're just going to kill him off. I was wrong. He was like a comic relief character. He was very interesting, actually. I liked some of the stuff that they did with him. They had him introduce, even though he was a crazy psychopath, he was talking to this guy named Morris. Don't really remember how to pronounce his name right now. But he became like a little tour guide character. I actually really liked that like little character arc for him because it was like, hey, we know this guy. And it's like very, very interesting. I love the fact that they have the character make fun of the fact that Americans were scared of somebody whose name was the Mandarin, because he's like, that is an orange. Americans are scared of an orange. Not the point. Anyway, so I was correct about the fact that Shang-Chi's mother died. I feel like I shouldn't be as proud of that as I am, but Shang-Chi's mother died, and I guessed it, and I called it, and I feel very, very accomplished. That being said, it being a superhero origin story, I probably should have seen that coming. One of the parents is gonna die, regardless. I do think that the mother's death being a very, very important part of the movie is very exciting because, like, I guessed that she was gonna die. She did, and it ended up, they kept going back to it. They kept, like, bringing it up. A lot of the stuff that happens in the movie is, like, quite literally happening because the mom died, and I think that was really cool, really bold. My theory about him potentially being an Endgame, we're not going to talk about that. That's why I mentioned the fact that he was trained in martial arts and not wizardry, because I thought that he was going to be with Wong, because I thought he was a wizard dude who knew how to use, like, a sling ring. I was very wrong. He does not know Wong at all until at the end of the movie he meets him. It was really weird. I'm not going to lie. It was really, really weird. But yeah, I do want to go ahead and say that he wasn't in Avengers Endgame, and they introduced him to some of the Avengers characters at like in the end credit scenes, and his dynamic, you can tell he's a new guy. So I definitely was very, very wrong when I said that he was going to be a part of Avengers Endgame, and there was going to be like flashbacks, and it was going to be like, surprise, he was in it. No, he wasn't. I still thought that would have been a cool concept though. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I'm planning on making a full-fledged review of it. That's not going to be spoiler-free. That's going to have spoilers all over it. You guys can watch that at your own, like, self-advisory. Like, if you guys want to watch it, you can. If you guys don't want the movie spoiled to you, I fully 100% understand. You guys can wait till you watch the movie to watch my review. But yeah, that's going to be coming up probably the next day. I realize my YouTube videos are very inconsistent, and I'll post, like, 2 videos one week and then 6 the next week. I'm working on it, but at the same time, I just want to reach at least like 12 posts on YouTube every month, and how I get there is how I get there. If it's inconsistent, it's consistent, and I'm very sorry about that. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I really love and appreciate you guys. If you're watching this early on in the day, I hope you're having a great day and that your day continues to go well. If you're watching this at night, sleep tight. You better go to bed soon because sleep is very, very important. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.